live.
Woo!
And away we go. My name is Joe. My wife Bailey is here.
Hello.
This is Football Picks.
Womp, 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 womp.
We do this every single week during the football season, even into the playoffs, because sometimes those are the most interesting games, are the playoff ones. Boom. We're on. We're good. We're golden. Yeah. Shall we get into it?
Sure we shall.
Be interesting to see what kind of an audience we get tonight. It is Game 7 of the World Series. I know when I last watched the game, it was fourth inning, 1-0. Greinke throwing darts. What's up, Jeff? Jeff's here.
Hi.
Quick recap of how you can participate in Football Picks. Go to mystar106.com. Are you looking at your score from last week?
Nope.
Okay. Go to mystar106.com and you can play for free. We got Megan here, Steve's here, Kyung's here. Sign up for free. Just need an email, make a password, and you can win a pizza from the other place in Clear Lake every single week. How cool would that be?
Super cool.
That would be pretty cool. And at the end of the year, you can win a free grill from Lake Fireplace and Spa.
I wish I could.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, other place is where the pizza's from. So let's recap real quick how last week went. Now, going into week number 8, Bailey had a commanding 5-point lead, 71-66. Exiting week 8, how do you think you did? Do you think you did the same? Do you think you're increasing your lead on me, or do you think you lost your lead on me?
I think I am pretty close to losing my lead.
That's right. That's right.
I'm still in the lead overall.
Shout out to Tom. Tom had a perfect week.
Perfect
week. 15 out of 15. And there were so many people that got 14 games right that it went all the way past the top 10 on the leaderboard. I mean, a lot of people got games right last week.
And I just sucked that bad. Thanks.
Yeah, I was one of the ones that had 14 right. Bailey had 11 right. That's it, 11 right. So you're now 82. I'm now 80. 2 games is what it's at. 2 games. You got to love that. Should we get into it, hon?
Yep.
All right, let's get into it. Let's fire up some graphics here. First game is the game that'll be happening tomorrow night. San Francisco at Arizona. Kenyon Drake, new running back for Arizona. David Johnson's out. Whoever their number 2 was out. They traded with the Dolphins to get Drake. I don't know that that's going to help them against San Francisco.
I don't think so, no.
Now, the Bosa brothers,
Absolutely not.
one of which, Nick Bosa, plays for San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
NFC Defensive Player of the Week. His older brother, Joey Bosa, AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
Lucky duckies.
Talk about a trophy case, right?
Right.
What do you got here?
I have got the obvious pick,
which
would
is
be
San Francisco. You got to get out of here, Kat.
I like how you call her Cat.
My God, she opened the door. That frightens me that the cat knows how to open the door.
Well,
this close to Halloween? I don't know. I don't like that. That's a bad vibe. It's a very bad vibe.
I think you'll be okay.
I've got San Francisco. You've got San Francisco. Anybody in their right mind has San Francisco for the Thursday night football game. Last Thursday night was a good one.
Yeah,
Vikings.
actually, yeah, it was. It was a really good one. We were watching it.
We watched the first half, missed the second half because we were at Midland.
Oh, it was a good
with
concert.
some drinking problems and all of that sort of stuff. That's one of their songs. And then I got to wear my cowboy hat. I was so excited that I got to wear my cowboy hats.
The best thing about Midland is that they just started in 2016.
Yeah.
And they're like old honky tonk kind of style.
Oh, yeah. They're very 90s honky tonk.
But then the drinking problem song, I've got no problem drinking at all.
Yeah.
I'm like,
these people talking, I need a solution, or whatever it goes. Yeah. Love it. Yep. It was fun. We danced. We danced. I think that's the first time we've ever danced on the surf ballroom floor.
No, it's not.
No?
No.
Oh.
When we did Dancing for the Dream.
When we did Dancing for the Dream. That's right. Yeah. So that's the second time we've ever danced.
Why weren't we ever asked back?
We didn't raise enough money.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I forgot to realize that it was a fundraiser And us just learning how to dance
was our key thing.
Not enough.
Yeah.
And that's why we weren't asked back. We didn't raise enough money.
Well, they didn't really explain it either.
Yeah. I'd do it again.
I want to do it again.
Yeah. Sherry, if you get this, we'll do it again. We'll raise more money this time. My friends have better jobs than they did 10 years ago.
I have a better job than I had 10 years ago.
I got a better job than I had 10 years ago. So, like, we can actually raise some money this time.
Yeah.
We know people that aren't deadbeats. So,
I feel bad for the friends that I've had for over 10 years.
I'm kidding.
Like,
that's what it's about, though. All right. This game is early on Sunday. 8:30 starts. And it's Houston. It's Jacksonville. It's London.
Yep.
London is going to get a slice of Minshew mania.
Yep.
He said he packed his jorts for the trip.
Great.
Jean shorts.
Yeah, jorts.
Yeah, exactly. I think they'll appreciate his sense of humor over there, the British thing and all that.
Sure.
Who do you got? Houston, Jacksonville.
I got Houston.
Neutral ground. I got Houston in this one as well.
Shoot.
I do. I got Houston in this one as well.
I was hoping you'd stay on the Minshew train. So
no.
That way I could maybe make up some ground.
Last time these guys played was week 2. I believe that was Gardner Minshew's first game at quarterback, first full game at quarterback. And that was a 13-12 Houston win. So I'm not predicting it to be that low scoring of a game this time around. Now, Deshaun Watson got kicked in the eye last week.
No way.
Yeah, and still threw a touchdown pass on a play where he got kicked in the eye. He was supposed to be there for part of the World Series festivities before leaving to London. His eye was still swollen. They figured all the bright lights there wouldn't be good for it, so they're just going to try and save him for game time with the vision. Washington, Buffalo. Buffalo is going to win this game. Washington's not good.
Plus,
although
at home.
I was surprised at how well Washington stuck with the Vikings on Thursday night, 19-9.
I was very surprised with that. I'm like, how is this even possible? I mean, it's Washington.
It's a Thursday night game. Thursday night games are weird.
Or if your grandma, Washington.
Washington, that's right. George Washington. Tennessee, Carolina. We got Tannehill now quarterback for Tennessee. We've got Kyle Allen now quarterback for Carolina. It's the year of the backup quarterback in the NFL. Which backup quarterback do you see winning this game?
My battery's almost dead.
Uh-oh.
So I texted you the pictures just in case.
Okay.
Of my picks.
Okay.
So that's what I'm using is the texting rather than the internet.
Oh, that's fine.
And I've got to scroll through everything for some reason.
Do you need to use my phone?
Tennessee, yes.
Okay, here, you can grab my phone.
At least I know what the next one is for sure.
Okay. Tennessee, I've got Tennessee in this one as well. You're not going to make up much ground this week.
Great.
You got to get bold with your picks. You got to get bold with your picks. All right. Up next here. Ooh, buddy, I cannot wait for this game. This is going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one. I almost picked KC.
This is going to be so good. Who do you guys got? Let me know in the comments. Do you got KC? Do you got Minnesota? Who's it going to be?
I picked Minnesota.
I got Minnesota in this one. Minnesota's going to win this game. The only thing that could threaten that is Patrick Mahomes. But then again, if Patrick Mahomes comes back, is it going to be 100%?
Right.
And if he is 100%, that could be bad for the Vikings.
No offense. I mean,
if he comes back and he's not 100%, that could be bad for Kansas City.
I hope he's doing well as a person, but I just hope he's off his game.
In researching this week's football picks, I was checking up on Kansas City media. Evidently, Patrick Mahomes was handing the ball off in practice today. And wasn't it? Oh, it was his knee. It was his knee. That's right. His knee popped out.
Yeah. Ugh.
I didn't look at his
kneecap, I think.
Yeah, it's dislocated his kneecap.
How do you even do that? That sounds extremely painful.
It looked like it was.
I didn't see it.
And then the process of putting it in, even more painful. Because they did that on the field. Just kind of just put it right back into place. Have you ever put anybody's extremities back into place?
Well, okay. So I think the reason why I find it so hard, like with Mahomes' injury with the whole kneecap thing, is because I've gotten my kneecap stuck in a cow's hoof.
What?
Yeah, she kicked me. I had a cow kick me. I used to work on a dairy farm for a good 2 years, 2.5 years.
And so the hoof.
The hoof, like a hoof is like this. So it's
Yeah.
like split. She kicked me and she kicked me right in the knee and she had my kneecap in between her hoofs, whatever,
The toe.
but in between the split.
Yeah.
And she pulled on it and I thought it came out, but it didn't, thankfully. But oh my gosh, that was so painful. So that's why I'm like, just.
Did the hoof come off right away when she pulled on it? Or were you
Almost.
stuck under a cow?
Not under. Like she had her foot backwards.
Why
Like
were you on the
sideways?
back end of a cow?
Joe.
You're not supposed to be on the back end
Joe,
of a cow.
don't. I used to pull teats
Mm-hmm.
for a living, okay?
Yeah. But you do that from the side.
Sure.
Like,
And then
I
how do you
don't
get the
even-
cows out?
How do you get them out?
Yeah.
You say, hey, and then you point in a direction that you want them to go because they eat
No,
hay.
no.
You go, hey.
Okay, you'll never understand, city boy.
You know what you could do? You know what? I've heard this. This is a really good way to get
How did
cows
I-
going. So what you do is you go up to them and you go, hey, I'm going to need you to move. That's how you get a cow to move.
No.
You don't go to the back of a cow.
Well,
it's dangerous.
it's
or a
technically
horse.
the side of a cow because cow kick is over towards the side more or less.
Oh.
But still, I was getting everybody round up to go down the chute to go to their stalls, and she died. She was just mad. She kicked, and I was there.
I was going
and
to tell
got
a
it.
story about putting a guy's arm back in the socket, but that has nothing on getting your knee stuck in a cow's hoof.
Nope, and I've got more too. Just so you know.
Oh, my goodness. So, Minnesota, Kansas City, I'm expecting a high-scoring game. I'm not sure what the weather is supposed to be like in Kansas City, but I'm guessing 40s, maybe 50. I have no idea what it's supposed to be like there, but must-see TV.
Probably warmer
definitely
than here.
in our house. So we go from must-see TV to... That's how I feel about this game.
What is it? Jets? What?
It's Jets. It's Miami. It's garbage. It's one win between the two teams so far.
Yep.
Imagine living in a place where this is the game that's on TV.
Yep.
Like, coming up this week on CBS, we've got the one-win Jets taking on the no-win Dolphins. Tune in, see how long you can stand it.
Yeah, I got the Jets because they have one win.
I have the Jets winning as well. And
There you go, Rich.
On this note, we are going to pivot from horrible, horrible football to horrible, horrible parlay picks that I've made week after week after week. It is this week's parlay picks. First, we'll recap last week's parlay picks. Not a good start. I had Indy covering 6. They did not. They barely squeaked by Denver, so the whole parlay was shot at that point in time. But just to recap, Jacksonville did cover 6. Buffalo lost. I had them straight up. Tennessee won. And Green Bay won, had them straight up. Had it all worked out perfectly, $10 would have turned into $172.
But you didn't.
It didn't work out. So this week,
Redemption week.
I got a good feeling about this. Again, we picked 5 games, and this week we've got Houston winning outright, Indy winning outright, Detroit getting 2 points. Take those 2 points. Seattle winning outright, Green Bay winning outright. So we're not giving up points to anybody this week. We're going to change up the scheme. $10 turns into $144. Houston, Indy, Seattle, Green Bay outright winning. Take the points with Detroit. Parlay picks of the week.
Nice.
And if you want to get crazy, I've got, what was the one that I had here? I believe it was Houston winning. I believe it was Seattle winning, Green Bay winning, and then New England and Baltimore both scoring at least 10 points in the second quarter.
Okay.
So if that were to happen, so you got outright wins by Indy, Seattle, Green Bay, and then New England and Baltimore both score 10 points in the second quarter. Do you know how much money you win?
No.
$608 off a $10 bet.
That's crazy.
That is this week's parlay picks. Give them a whirl. See what you can do. I mean, it's $10. All right, I need to get the other next game up here. So, who is next?
Chicago, Philly.
Chicago, Philly, Dilly.
I'm still like rubbing my knee because I'm
Dilly.
still painting.
You're remembering that pain.
Oh man, it was So painful.
All right. Chicago, Philly. I got Philly at home on this one. Chicago's not good.
So do I.
That's just the way it is. You know those two teams? Chicago has 3 wins. Philly has 4.
Mm-hmm.
They're not that much different, but I feel like
Philly's home
is the better team. Here we've got Indy at Pitt. Pitt was losing 14-0 to Miami on Monday night. Turned it around, won 27-14, something like that.
Yeah.
Indy, they're going to win again.
They should have won. Miami should have won that game.
Shoulda, coulda, but they didn't.
I picked Miami.
What about this game?
This game I have Indy.
I got Indy as well. I know it's pretty much straightforward. Like last week, a lot of people picked the same as me, and they got everything except one right. I'm just saying.
Which one didn't you get right?
I did not get right last week. Buffalo.
I got Buffalo, didn't I?
That's the one I missed. Was Buffalo. Right there. All right, Detroit, Oakland, and this game is your Hot QB of the week.
I didn't take the pictures out, so you guys are just going to have to go with what I say.
That's all right. I think we can all envision these gentlemen in our heads.
So we have Matthew Stafford, right? Matthew Stafford.
Yes, quarterback for Detroit.
Yep. And then Derek Carr.
Quarterback for Oakland.
Right.
Your old BFF from last season.
Well, actually, I'm going to make him back my BFF.
Oh, my goodness.
Because I was going to pick Detroit initially, and then I'm like, you know what? I feel like Oakland could beat them.
I feel like a lot of people could beat them, but I feel like Detroit could also beat a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So I'm going to change it on my phone when the battery's alive again.
And you're going Oakland.
I'm going Oakland.
Last minute pivots.
Yeah.
I was messaging with the gal earlier in the afternoon. She was wondering who won the pizza. Mm-hmm. And she had gotten 14 right. And the one that she got wrong is one that she last minute pivoted on. She could have been 15-0.
Like I was going to be 15-0.
And even if I last minute pivoting.
Even if I go 15-0, I still can't win the pizza.
No, you can't. But you can get bragging rights.
Yeah.
You got to trust your gut.
Well, my initial gut thought was Oakland, and then it went to Detroit, and then it went back to Oakland, and then I'm like, you know what? This needs to be the hot QB. So
I have Detroit. Boom. All right, Tampa Bay at Seattle.
I picked Seattle.
I got Seattle in this one as well. Seattle keeps on rolling like they're Fred Durst. We've got Cleveland. We've got Denver. Cleveland, not a good showing against New England at all.
Obviously, anybody who plays New England right now is just garbage.
Like at one point in time, Baker Mayfield literally threw the ball directly into a defender's arms. Just kind of went, huh.
Oops. I mean, I don't know what it is, but the Patriots are just.
They're legit.
They are.
They're legit.
Good.
That's what it is. Shout out to Kimberly and Paige popping on by here. Speaking of this, speaking of Cleveland, speaking of Denver, I got Cleveland winning this game on the road.
So do I.
Both of Cleveland's wins have come on the road. That kind of went into my determining factor on this. So
did not go into mine.
Yeah.
More numbers.
Numbers?
Mm-hmm.
Numbers. Green Bay, Chargers.
As much as I wanted to pick the Chargers, I went with Green Bay.
Green Bay. I'm all on the road. I got Seattle, Philly, and Buffalo at home. Everybody else I've got on the road, not to spoil anything that's coming up here in the next 3 picks or so. This game is going to be amazing.
I think it's going to be a great game, that's for sure.
This is going to be, bar none, besides the Vikings Kansas City game, and I would go, as far as I'm concerned, Vikes Kansas City, New England Baltimore, Houston Jacksonville. And so what that means is from basically 8:30 in the morning till the Vikings game wraps, a little nap, and then wake up, and then Sunday night football. Oh. Could you ask for a better way to spend a day?
Yes.
What?
I don't know, but I could think of several other things that I would rather be doing. Like a manicure, a pedicure, a spa day would be nice.
Can you bring kids to that?
I don't think so.
Oh, I was going to say, because if you could, I'll pay for it for you.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Hey, how about this?
Like when you try to tell me that you'd give me $1,000 if I took the kids out so you could record something.
Yes. How about this? How about this?
Okay.
Let's put a bet here.
Okay.
End of the season, whoever's got the most right. And we're doing this right now and you're a witness, okay?
Oh, boy.
This is happening. How much does a spa day pedicure thing cost? Is that like $100, $200? What is it?
Are we talking like a full body massage or like...
I'm talking about what can you cover if I win? Like how much money are we talking?
If you win, I could cover maybe like 150.
Okay.
Max.
So let's do this. Let's do this. Max $150 on a spa day for you if you beat me this season in football. If I win, you got to buy me $150 worth of baseball cards to open. Or $150 worth of speakers for my studio. What do you think? Should Bailey take the bet? Comments now.
I don't know.
Do you want to take the bet? You've got a lead right now. You're leading by 2.
Yeah, but the second I take a bet like that...
It's the halfway point of the season.
The second I take a bet like that, I'm SOL.
You've survived getting your knee stuck in a cow.
Yeah, but I'm not very lucky when it comes to gambling. You know this.
I'm just putting it out there.
I gave you $5 to put on 11-1, and we didn't win.
Oh, we're down to 7%.
Oh, boy.
All right. Take the bet. Well, we'll save this for next week. I've got New England winning.
Let me stew on it.
I'm guessing that you have New England winning.
I do.
I did not realize my computer was running out of stuff here. Dallas, New York. I got Dallas beating New York.
So do I.
And then let's get to it real quick here. My apologies segment. I would like to apologize to my opponent in fantasy football last week. I destroyed you. I nearly scored 200 points. For a brief moment in time, I had the first ever 200-point week in our fantasy football league. And then they did a stat correction, and I finished with 198. I am unstoppable. I am unbeatable. The only thing that can stop me when it comes to fantasy sports right now is tennis, because I've been doing the daily fantasy. One, we're done. And we're done.
Oh, did it just turn off?
It just turned off.